welcome back to the Slasher Siblings podcast. Your co-host Cicily, that's me.
I'm your host Hayden.
Today we're talking about My Bloody Valentine, the original.
The original.
So 1981. It's rated R. Hour and 30 minutes. 6.2 out of 10 on IMDb. A decades-old folktale surrounding a deranged murderer killing those who celebrate Valentine's Day turns out to be a true legend when a group defies the killer's order and people start turning up dead. Last week's question. Wolfman's Got Nards. Name the movie. Answer: The Monster Squad.
Squad. If you got that, good job. If not, better luck. Next question. So let's get into your second movie of the birthday month.
Let's get into it!
And also kind of for
Valentine's Day!
This will be the most recent episode for Valentine's Day, so kind of works out. But, it was pretty cool that it opened up on people in the mine.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Like they had the masks on and the pickaxes, and it was obviously a coal mine, and they were all dirty and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And they were getting busy in the mine apparently, and he ends up killing her, which I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to see within the first 2 minutes of the movie for someone to be dead already.
Started out with a bang, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And then it showed the miners were messing with the new people. I'm guessing it was those two.
Uh-huh.
And they were also messing with each other. No, that was 20 years ago, huh?
Yeah, when the legend started.
But did he kill that girl 20 years prior to the...
I don't know.
Anyway. But they were also messing with each other. It was obvious that they were, like, in a way, like a brotherhood type thing. Because, I mean, they've all been working together for, well, who knows how long. They didn't actually say, but still. They still acted like they were, like, kind of best friends for all working together for so long. Like a brotherhood type thing, like I said. But they said that this was the first dance in 20 years. It took a while to explain, like, exactly why.
Yeah, it did. It took its time with that.
Yeah, it was like almost more than halfway through the movie to tell us anything about why it was the first dance in 20 years. But apparently, the last dance was 20 years ago when Harry killed people. Because we're getting there, so I don't want to get too far ahead. But the chief got a heart in a box.
Yeah, like an actual heart.
An actual real heart, which was kind of crazy. And it was pretty gross.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine getting a heart in a box.
No.
I'd throw up.
But it didn't tell us why he got it, you know? It didn't say, like, what this means.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, heart in a box.
You know what it reminds me of? It's my dick in a box.
Yeah. It was just kind of weird that he got it and he kind of, like, reacted a little bit, but, like, not really.
Not enough for me.
He was just like, oh, not again.
Not another heart in a box.
Yeah, it was like this is the 19th time he's gotten this, which is probably true, but it's still like he should have been more like flabbergasted, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then we get some info on what happened 20 years ago, where Harry got trapped in the mine because of an explosion, and he had to eat the other miners that died in order to stay alive. And when they finally pulled him out, he went crazy and killed some people. And
I mean, I get why he went nuts. Like,
Yeah.
That would make anyone go nuts.
Yeah, no, I
but
get
why
it.
didn't anyone help the guy?
I don't know. How long did it take them to get him out of there? I don't remember if they said. How long did it take him to get out of there that he had to eat people? That he had to resort to eating people?
He probably ate his friends, too.
That's what I mean. Because it would take me a very long time. Like, I would have to be on the brink of dying in order to eat a person.
Yeah, same.
And it seems like he waited like 2 days. It was like, oh, I need a snack. I'm going to chew on this guy's arm.
Like, I'm going to take a bite out of a finger.
But, whatever. I get why he went crazy. It was just kind of weird that, I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. And then they confirmed the heart details. And I mean, like, he was like, oh yeah, this is a female's heart. So it obviously happened in today, I guess. It happened, like, now.
Yeah.
It didn't happen 20 years ago when the girl got killed. So yeah, it was the new people.
They wouldn't have been able to keep a heart for 20 years.
No. So yeah, this is a fresh heart, and it's a female, and it also seems like a thing that I guess Harry would have done. So they think that he's back. And that's when he attacks that woman, the chief's girlfriend, or whoever she was. You know who I mean.
Yeah.
What's her name? I don't remember, but it just seemed like out of the blue that he just chose her. But
he just kind of like closed his eyes, spin in a circle, and
like, oh, you.
Yep, killed whoever he
saw
first.
Really, she was the one in charge of making the Valentine dance.
So that bitch deserved to die.
Yeah, exactly, I guess. And then there were the two guys having an argument with each other. And it got to a point where it was just like, what are you guys fighting about exactly?
Yeah. Why are we here?
Yeah, what's going on? They don't explain that until way later in the movie too, but we just didn't really understand right away why they were having the argument, but there's obvious tension between some people here. And then apparently there's no record on Harry Warden. He said, and the lady said, you have three choices: either transferred, got out, or dead.
Or on the slab.
Yeah, take your pick. He's like, 1 of 3. Like, what do you mean? You can't tell me where this dude went? Which I thought was weird,
that was
too.
kind of pissing me off. That,
like, how would you not know?
How do you not know where this murderer went? How do you...
You should know that when they
lost track of him?
Yeah, it's not like you actually throw away the files on a person, you know? You keep them and it says deceased or released or whatever, transferred. But, okay. She didn't know where he went. He was gone. But it was pretty gross that he found the chick's body in the dryer. That was disgusting.
Terrible.
But that was pretty cool, like prosthetic work and stuff. But that was kind of gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And once they found, was her name Millie?
I can't exactly remember her name.
But when they found the body, they ended up canceling the dance, and it upset people. Mabel.
I know that because
Mabel's Furniture, so whatever her store name was.
No, Angela's dog's name is Mabel.
Oh, yeah, true.
Honey Bun's sister's name is Mabel.
But
I said,
it was called Mabel's Menagerie or something. I forget what it was. But yeah, they canceled the dance. The lady who was in charge of the dance died, so it kind of makes sense that they canceled it. Plus, they didn't want more people to die because it said in a note, this has happened twice. Cancel the dance or it'll happen thrice.
Thrice, he said.
So they're like, all right, we'll cancel it. But that wasn't the end of it, so. Then that couple was arguing, which seemed kind of like out of nowhere, just for, a couple to start arguing in the middle of a murder spree, but it is what it is.
Tensions are high.
Tensions
People
are high.
Stressed.
And then this is where the party comes in. They decide to have a party instead of a dance. What's the difference?
So they didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, but what's the difference between a dance and a party, really? You were going to do the same thing.
I mean, it's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, so what if
Just
they
not
canceled
through the school, I guess.
I guess. But, yeah, they wanted to have a party in the mine of all places.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Number one, why would you have a party in the mine
What?
in general?
First of all, it's dirty. It's dark.
That.
It's probably cold in there.
And, like, you have to, like, hunch over.
Why
so
would you want to go inside a mine voluntarily?
Yes.
Count me out. I'll go home.
Not to have a party.
I'll go home. Bye.
But the guy who was telling the ghost story, he was telling the story about Harry or whatever.
Yeah.
He ends up dying.
Good.
Trying to scare the kids. So he was setting up this little trap for when they opened the door, it would scare them, and he ends up dying by Harry or whatever.
That is what we call karma.
And then they have a fight over the girl, so they're having a party, and they start fighting each other, Axel and TJ. And it was started by the fact that he was kind of being rough with her, Axel was, and TJ was the nice boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
And they started fighting because he was being mean to her, which I understand.
Yeah, we don't fuck with bullying here. I think we talked about that before.
Yeah, but the thing is, she got mad at both of them and got over them pretty quickly because minutes later she was talking to another dude and hugging on another dude.
Slut! I'm
Yes.
just kidding.
But
Slut shame.
Then there were another couple. They were trying to get busy in the changing area, the miners' changing area, and he left to go get beer, which seems like an odd way to stop doing that. Be like, oh yeah, go get some beer. Just seemed weird. But Harry ends up killing that girl who was left alone, Sylvia or something. I forget her name. And he comes back and she's has the shower head shoved through her face, which was a pretty gruesome way to die.
That would suck.
But for some weird, odd reason, they decide to go for a ride in the mine. The killer's back. You know the killer's back. Well, did they know the killer was back? No, they already went on the ride. So they went down into the mine, which seems stupid. Not only were they not supposed to go down there, but like, you're having a party, and then you just decide to leave the party. You're like, oh hey, let's go down to the mine. The dangerous mine. Yeah.
Worst idea I've ever heard.
Then they go get the chief for Harry, because Harry is now back.
What an interesting name they picked.
Harry Warden. But they confirmed it because Sylvia was dead, and they found their friend in the fridge. And that was his heart that they pulled out of the hot dog boiling thing. Did you notice that? That was disgusting.
That's gross.
It was a boiled heart. But they ran and got the chief. It was like, hurry, let's go. Harry's back, whatever. And he's pretty much spent this whole time, the chief has, looking for Harry. But he ends up going and messing with some kids, and the kids end up finding him before he does, unfortunately. But Harry's apparently in the mine somewhere, because while they're on the mine ride, Harry starts chasing them down there. And that's when Axel and TJ decide to go help, because they found out that Harry's around and they're having a party and all this other stuff. So they start running towards the mine and trying to help or whatever. But as they were trying to escape, TJ and the girls and everything, there was a body that hung down, and it scared them back down into the mine. And the head ripped off the body, which was disgusting.
So gross.
But also, Axel fell into the water at this point, and it was 60 feet deep apparently, so he couldn't. TJ couldn't save him. But could Axel not swim, or what? Why didn't he just swim? You know.
I can't swim.
But they start fighting off Harry, and he has a shovel versus Harry's pickaxe, which seems like a weird weapon of choice. But
wasn't Harry scary to you?
It was freaky.
You're right. I was like,
staring at that mask like that.
Could you imagine seeing that? I'd shit my pants.
Not in a dark mine. But seeing him actually made sense as to why the VR game I have for the mine ride is so scary. It's because it's basically that guy from My Bloody Valentine, and he's like chasing you around the mines the whole time.
I hate that. I would shit myself.
This is also the point in the movie where we find out that Axel is actually Harry. This whole time, it's been Axel. And
could you guess that it was gonna be somebody like?
I thought it would end up being TJ.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were setting it up to where TJ was
Harry.
Yeah, because he left, and Harry was gone for all those years, and then he came back, and the killings started happening again, and he was just like so angry and so stressed about his girlfriend and all this other stuff. So it kind of seemed like it would have been TJ, but it ended up being Axel, who we got a glimpse of why. It was because when Harry came to kill Axel's father, Axel was apparently hiding under the bed. So it turned him crazy, I guess.
Valid.
And then Axel gets buried under like rubble. The way Harry did at first, but they start to walk away and they say, "He's alive." And then she turns and runs back. She's like, "I have to see him." Why?
Why?
Just leave.
Go.
Why do you have to see him? Like, I don't care enough, Please explain that to me. Like,
yeah.
How do you justify? Oh, I want to see him.
No,
Why?
get the fuck out of there.
Get out of there. Yeah.
Go waste any time.
But he's on the other side of the rocks. They're trying to get rocks out, but he's stuck over there. But he's apparently crazy now because he starts laughing this maniacal, like, Joker laugh, and he starts saying some weird stuff, and he runs away with like half of his arm missing. So obviously they set up for a sequel. I don't think they ever did a sequel, but
I don't think so either. I know they remade it.
Yeah, with Jensen Ackles in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually Axel the whole time.
Plot
And
twist.
if you think about the movie up until that point, it kind of makes sense because he was like a dick the whole time,
Yeah.
and she like spurned his advances and stuff, and he just got so pissed off and whatnot. But I enjoyed the movie. I don't really think a 6 is appropriate. I think it should be a 7 or a 7.5.
Yeah, I thought 6.2 was a little low.
Yeah. It was a good movie. The story was a little shaky in places. But as far as the prosthetic work and stuff,
Overall,
that was pretty
very
good.
creepy.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
creepy. The miner hairy Axel, whatever you want to call him, was very creepy, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a pretty interesting choice of weapon as well, because how many, like, slasher killers, like, use a pickaxe?
Yeah,
Of all
that's not a
weapons.
very common...
And I mean, yeah, that's the weapon he had available to him, but that's also a very unique weapon. Because, I mean, people use Jason used axes and machetes and, you know, knives, arrows. Like, they've all... Michael Myers uses a knife, Ghostface uses a knife, and Freddy uses his knife fingers. But pickaxe is certainly, you know, a new one, I guess you could say. But it was a pretty cool movie. A little bit of a shaky story, but the prosthetic work was really good. The hearts looked real and disgusting, and that body in the dryer, absolutely gross. It was so gross. Like, the skin was like cooked, and it was like falling off of her and stuff. It was disgusting. God. But what did you said you agreed with the rating, right? 7 or 7.5.
Yeah, something like that.
I didn't think 6.2.
6.2 was pretty low.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. It was a pretty decent movie. But I got some fear facts here.
Okay.
They actually used authentic mines for the movie. And they spanned 900 feet underground.
Wow.
We probably didn't even see a fraction of it in the movie. Probably barely saw any of it. But there was also like a little piece added onto that one. It was like they spent $50,000 trying to clean up the mine.
Oh, really?
I guess. And then they spent, I think, $75,000 just to put it back to the way it was before.
Are you serious?
Yeah, something like that. But the director actually threw up seeing some of the makeup for the prosthetic work.
Oh, good. That's how you know it's good.
Right. The dude who's making the movie threw up. I did think it was really good. I don't know whose makeup it was, but it was still...
They slayed.
Yeah, exactly. This is actually Quentin Tarantino's favorite slasher film.
Oh, wow. That's
I would have
awesome.
never known that. Unless, you know, looking up the trivia or whatever.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Quentin Tarantino, of all people. And the body count for this movie is actually 12. 12 people died.
Oh, really?
Which doesn't seem like it, does it?
Mm-mm.
It seemed like 4. But I guess 12 people. Yeah, so I definitely did enjoy watching the movie. And if I saw it and I wanted to watch a horror movie, I would put it on. But I don't think I would go out of my way and be like, oh, I feel like watching, you know, My Bloody Valentine today.
Yeah. I'd be interested in seeing the remake.
Yes, I would too. But if like I was just scrolling through horror movies and it came up, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch that. So you should watch it.
Yeah,
Whoever's
it's on Pluto TV. It's
Pluto
free.
TV for free, just a crap ton of ads.
Which
Hour and a
is
half
whatever.
movie
It's free.
was definitely over 2 hours long
Yeah.
with those stupid ads, but it's fine. It's whatever. But what's our next movie?
Halloween 2.
Or
Halloween 2.
Rob Zombie's Halloween. Is that Halloween 2?
No.
No. Rob Zombie, RZ,
Sorry.
right?
I thought I picked Halloween 2, guys.
Okay, so
I
it's...
said that so confidently. It's Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I fucking picked it.
Okay. Rob Zombie's Halloween is our next movie.
Just so good. I don't even have to watch it before, but I will. Just because I have an excuse to watch it again.
I have not seen it yet.
That's kind of shocking. I feel like this one's pretty popular.
I saw... How many total Halloween movies are there? 10? Including Rob Zombie's movie?
I don't know.
Pretty sure there's 10.
There's a good bit.
Can't remember, but I saw like the first 2 and like the middle one. I saw H2O and didn't like it.
People don't like H2O. I think it's funny. I like it.
I don't remember which other ones I saw, but I haven't seen this one yet. And I didn't see
It's so good.
any of the 3 new ones.
You didn't. They're good too.
But yeah,
Michael Slays.
I haven't seen this one yet, so that'll be a first for me, not for you, but it'll be first for me. So why don't you go ahead and read next week's question?
In the movie 28 Days Later, what was the name of the virus that turned most people into flesh-hungry zombies? It's pretty sick, the answer. It's pretty sick.
It is. This movie is actually really good. The 28 Days Later.
I've never seen it.
Cillian Murphy's in it.
Oh, really?
I love him. He's such a great actor.
Maybe I'll watch it because he's in it.
And there's actually supposed to be a sequel coming out 28 years later instead of days.
Oh, really?
I think it's 28 days later, then 28 months later or something. There's a second movie of 28 something later, but there's supposed to be a new one of 28 years later, and he's supposed to star in it.
Oh, wow.
While also producing it. So he
Go
clearly
him.
enjoys the 28 series, you know. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. Have you seen the 28 movies yet?
No.
The first time I saw it was literally because Cillian Murphy was in it. I finished Peaky Blinders, and then I was just like on a Cillian Murphy binge, which he's a great actor, so
Yeah,
can you really blame me? But I was just like going through. I did this with Keanu Reeves too. But I was just like going through his movies and just like picking an interesting one or one that's popular, and I would just watch it. And I did that to like 10 different Cillian Murphy movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just watched a whole bunch that I could find. I also did it to Keanu Reeves, because he's actually my favorite actor, Keanu Reeves.
Oh, nice.
And I watched
Who's
that.
Mine? Huh.
Who's your favorite male actor?
Probably Steve Carell.
He's fantastic in everything.
Yeah, he's the best. Steve Carell.
Who's your favorite female actor?
Favorite female actress?
Yeah, actors unisex now apparently. So.
Oh, it is. Alicia Silverstone probably, or
who's that?
Clueless.
Oh, okay.
Or what the fuck's her name?
From...
27 Dresses.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Fuck.
Catherine
Heigl.
Yeah.
I fuck with that bitch.
Obviously I said Keanu Reeves is, but Florence Pugh is my favorite female actress.
She's pretty awesome. And Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, she was so good. Not only that, but Midsommar is my favorite role of hers. She did such a fantastic job in that movie. Yeah, she does a really
great job.
And that signature frown that she has, too. That pout.
Well,
she says she can't even control that. She says she just starts to get sad and starts to cry and it just comes out, which I thought was really funny.
That's so funny.
Anyway, yeah, I did that with Keanu Reeves, too. And I watched that. I guess it would be classified as a horror movie, so we could actually do it. But it was the one with Keanu Reeves and Ana de Armas.
Oh, I don't know which one you're talking about.
Oh, what is it called? I can't remember what it was, but what the movie was called. I'd have to look it up, but they are like stuck in the rain and they come over to his house and he lets them in and then he sleeps with both of the girls and then they record it and try killing him like throughout the movie and torturing him, and they bury him up to his neck in the dirt, and they release the video of them screwing each other on the internet. And
yeah, I've never seen it.
His wife comes home, and it's a really good movie.
Oh, period.
Or it's actually not technically a good movie. It's actually a bad movie. Got a very low score.
Oh, really?
But it was actually very interesting.
I'll have to watch it.
It was kind of like kind of makes you think, like, does this actually happen?
One of
It
those.
might, yeah.
One of those head scratchers.
Exactly. Anyway, we kind of got off onto
That's
the
okay.
wrong
Chilling.
topic here. But, so next week is Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yup.
And I can't imagine that this movie's bad because...
It's not. Just take my word for it.
It's a Halloween movie, which the majority of the Halloween movies are good.
You get to see young Michael Myers.
And it's directed and written
By Rob Zombie.
By Rob Zombie. And
It's pretty gnarly. It's
he's
pretty good.
pretty, like, creepy himself. I love Rob Zombie.
Yeah. So, it's a good one. Just trust.
But, yes, we will catch you next week. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Sorry we both sound congested.
We are both sick. I'm
Whatever
sick.
it is. I don't know what the fuck. I just started sneezing.
But yeah, we'll catch you next week with Rob Zombie's Halloween.
And happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
That too.
Catch you later.